Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's WinterhelmGames. We're back with another holiday review, and this time it was the first 5 days of 2025. Me and my partner decided we'd go to New York. So we went there for about 5.5 days or so, from the 1st until Flannel on the 6th. So we'll show you a few sights and sounds. We didn't get everywhere we wanted to go, but we'll show you a few places at least that we went to when we were there. So of course, it took about 20 minutes, or 7 hours, 20 minutes roughly from London to get to New York. So we just had films not there on the way. This was us coming in. These next photographs were taken from Newark, of New York City, and we were told off straight away for taking them because we weren't allowed to have any kind of filming or anything inside the airport. So very unique photographs from that point of view, at least, of the Big Apple. So next thing was getting a bus in from the New York airport to the adjacent street from Grand Central Station, because we need to go there to pick up our train and get a bus through there to get a train up towards Columbus Circle, which is just south of Central Park. So it was a nice journey in, so we'll let you see some of the sights and sounds of that journey up to Grand Central. So this was us getting to Grand Central, so it just leaves you a stop here. You walk down a bit from the bus to get in to get your train ticket. So if you are obviously going for a train ticket, if you're going to be in here on the subway a few times a day, it's going to be well worth it to get the multi-pass 7-day pass is what you need. You can ask at the ticket office and they'll show you where you're going, but it's down to the south side. It'll show you here in a moment where we went down to, and the ticket machine that we got it from. But yeah, the staff there will let you know where you're going and what to do. But that's definitely the best ticket to get for 7 days. If you're here for, even if you're only here there for a few days, it's well worth it in terms of the money. So yeah, the view everywhere in here, especially at Christmas and the New Year, all the decorations are still up, and it's a lovely, lovely building. So that's the main concourse. So from there we obviously go then towards Columbus Circle, which was a few stops away, and then from there down to the hotel, down to Fairfield's Inn and Suites. So we'll show you in a second. This is one of the first things you see coming up the steps from Columbus, and it always reminds me of Daily Planet from Superman. But 10-minute walk down the south, down West 59th to the hotel. This was it here. This was the lovely room. We were on the 7th floor, and it had everything we needed. It was a lovely, lovely room, and lovely view, as you're about to see in a second as well. We had a great view. And to be honest, it wasn't that far away from all the main things we wanted to see. Again, that's the main reason why you need that ticket, because it's only 2 stops from there to get, I think it was the A train, down towards Rockefeller, and they have plenty of room there, Rockefeller and Times Square, loads of places to see. And we have all that to come. This was the gym area. Now, they had a bar and that there, but they didn't do like breakfast. They didn't do, they did breakfast, they didn't do lunch or dinner. So this was breakfast, I'll show you. The things that did change slightly every day was maybe some of the hot food options, but everything else was there every morning. Plenty to eat, from fruit, yogurt, bagels, everything was there. There's plenty to eat, to the point where we didn't eat that much during the day for lunch, to be fair. But there are plenty of places in New York to eat for lunch as well, different vendors and stuff. So we decided to go for a walk down along here to the south side of Central Park, along towards the Plaza Hotel, and obviously into Central Park itself, and see a famous bridge from Home Alone, as you'll see as well, and enjoy the sights of Central Park. Now, this was a nice wee cafe that was in Central Park. I can't remember the name of it right away, but you'll be able to see it from the maps of Central Park anyway. And it's nice to get a wee coffee and sit there, especially in the coldness of like winter time. But yeah, after that we decided to take the train back from Columbus down 2 stops to Rockefeller here, and to go up and see the likes of the tree. Of course, there's more tree pictures to come. But one of the first places I wanted to go to was just beside the tree, which is St. Patrick's Cathedral, which is on 5th Avenue, the very top kind of end of 5th Avenue, beside Saks and that there. And this is lovely, and whether you're Catholic or not, even the architecture I thought was amazing, to the point where it's just lovely to see. And it was just one of the places I think that if you like your architecture, it's definitely a place to go to. There's a Jimmy Fallon Tonight Show. Would love to have went to see it, or Stephen Colbert, to be fair. But if you do want to get great views, if you're at top of the rock this year, you can get great views from the top of Rockefeller. Those are the prices there. And here are some of the great views of New York from the top of the rock, and I highly recommend it, as well as going to the Empire State Building, which we'll see a little bit later, for great views around sunset of New York. Absolutely fabulous. Enjoy. Good place to have up here is for a drink, especially when it's cold. The way it was very, very cold up here at this time because it's 2nd of January. Was this Weathertop bar right at the top of the rock as well, and you can get nice coffee, drink, hot chocolate we got. And on the way home then, this was not far from a hotel in the 59th, was Amore Pizza, and we took this to go back to the hotel room for that night, just for nice pizza and watching TV, and it was fantastic. If you're ever in this area, I recommend going to Amore Pizza. Really, really good. The next day then, so we decided to go down the west, up the west side of Central Park to up towards the Museum of Natural History. It's something we both wanted to do. Now I won't show you loads of photographs of inside because there are many of them. There's different exhibits. There are exhibits that change slightly as well depending on the season not there. But this is the ticket prices here, and then the exhibitions that were on at the time. I'll show you a few photographs just to give you a flavour of what it was like. And after that then we'll show you up towards the Empire State Building and the views of sunset from 4 p.m. onwards. Lovely.
your arms and legs inside and keep your eyes open. See those hot rivets flying through the air? Nice catch, Lou! Get those planks out of the way, huh? Hey, wait! Oh, hey, watch it! We're coming up here! Hey, fellas, what is the trick? What are you talking about? Hey, Bucky, you gonna ride that thing all day? Do something useful, will you? All right, we're coming up to the 80th floor. You're headed to the top of the Empire State Building right here in the heart of New York City.
As you can tell, they were fantastic pictures up there. Great to see. From the Empire State Building and top of the rock are two places you definitely want to see. Great photographs from, great views. We decided obviously to check out Staten Island, and I'm surprised that the boat is actually free at the very south end of Manhattan to get across the past Governor's Island towards Staten Island. It's free, so there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't check it out, because you go right past Lady Liberty. You can get some lovely shots of her. It is cold, at least it was in January. I'm sure it's better if you're going to go in summertime or spring, but if you do go at Christmas or New Year, wrap up very warm, very warm, because honestly people could only stick this for about 30-40 seconds or a minute outside on either side of the ship. On the right hand side of the ship, I suppose, could go past to get those views. But it was well worth it, because there's lovely, some nice lovely shops not there in the area. We hung around for like half an hour or so. How did we walk around? We coffee and then back down towards waiting for the next ship, basically to go back to the mainland. Because another place we wanted to check out, of course we had to, was 9/11. And there are once you get to 9/11 as well, there are small wee white wristbands that says 9/11 Memorial, and you can put a few bucks in every so often just to pay for it. You don't have to, but obviously it's there. It goes towards their fund to keep things like that going in memory of those who lost their lives at 9/11. So it's definitely well worth to see the area, I think, and we'll show you now. Okay, so here we are. This was us getting off in the subway, so it's very clearly marked. This is the Oculus, which is a prominent building in the area as you go through to go up and across, literally crossing the road, and you're at 9/11. You can see the trade centre, and then the areas, the two pools where the North and South Tower were. This is one of them, and again, it's everyone just to be a bit more respectful, obviously not to be carrying on everywhere else, just to show respect in the area. And it's definitely nice to go down and see it and to say you were there and just to look around. Now, we didn't actually go into the World Trade Center. I'm not actually sure if you can or not, or I'm sure you probably can, but I'm sure it's probably restricted to where you can go, obviously, because it's an office building they're working. But we just wanted to go and see the area and look around to say that, you know, we had been and paid our respects. So, yeah, but from there we wanted to have a look around other places and go up and see. I think the next day we went down towards the Ghostbusters building, so that was always quite nice. And obviously to get some food, and that one of the places was Patsy's restaurant, which we'll show you now. That's definitely it's an institution over there. Everyone from Frank Sinatra and everyone went to Patsy's to get their dinner, and you can try and guess what we got from the photographs you're about to see. Enjoy. So we had walked into Barnes & Nobles as we continued our walk down Fifth Avenue, down to the New York Public Library. Now, the main library, as you see in the film of Ghostbusters, you needed to pre-book to get into. So we could go around other parts, like the new library, essentially across the road. So the actual main library is kept as a, well, for want of a better term, museum piece, I suppose, because of the film and things like that. So you needed access, prior access to get into that. So we had a look around anyway. We went down to Bryant Park as well, which is not far away from it, just further on down, and have a look around before we would go back on the subway and head down towards the area to see Ghostbusters. So it's quite good as well. The film on location, the firehouse. So the tree here at Bryant Park was lovely as well. It's a lovely area. It's a big marketplace, especially at Christmas. There's an ice rink as well, obviously. So there's plenty to see and do, and there's lovely music as well. So if you haven't been there, definitely a place to go to. So there you are, Hook Lariat. We took about 5-minute walk from the subway station up this street to get towards the firehouse. So it was nice, especially if you like the film. It was definitely on our bucket list to go and see. So hope you enjoyed. Next place we went to after this, we're heading back up because my girlfriend wanted to go to Carlos's Bakery. If you've ever watched The Cake Boss, you'll understand what I mean. There are two locations. There's one not far away from between 5th Avenue and 7th Avenue, and the other one is in Times Square, which is coming up now as well. Enjoy. Of course, no trip to New York was going to be complete, at least for us, without a trip to see something on Broadway. So this was the tickets and what's on at the moment, at least in 2025. So we decided to see Death Becomes Her, because we've obviously seen the film. We wanted to see what it was like, what the stage show was going to be like. We obviously couldn't show any photographs or anything, or any videos of the production itself, but there are plenty of on YouTube that we've seen from the actual production here on Broadway, so you can go and have a look yourself. And if you are in the area and you want to check it out, do let me know if you like it or not. We really enjoyed it. So after coming back towards the Empire State Building, we went round to see, of course, one of the biggest stores in New York, Macy's, especially at Christmas, had to be done. And after this, heading down towards the Flatiron Building, which was a one straight road all the way down from the Empire State Building down towards the Flatiron Building. And behind that is the Harry Potter store. So if you're Harry Potter fans, it's obviously going to be a place that people want to go and see. So we went in and have a look around, and it's definitely if you like that, there's 3 floors of magic pretty much, and a lot of things to see and do and to buy. We didn't buy much. We bought one or two wee things, but it's mainly just to see it and say we'd been there. But yeah, enjoy. There we are. So back towards our hotel on West 58th Street. Right across the road from the Amore Pizza Cafe was the Flame Diner, and we went here a few times because some of the food was lovely, the staff were lovely. We had lasagna this particular time, but a few times we had the soup with the saltine crackers and that there, and the food is just amazing. Anything we've had in New York is amazing. So on the last half day, which we had lovely snowfall, so we decided obviously to go around Central Park. Again, we've seen the south side right up to the middle. I think there's a good big lake in the middle of Central Park, so we've seen the south end or the bottom half of Central Park. So that's on our list to go back to do the other half, as well as things like the Brooklyn Bridge and a few other places that unfortunately we didn't get a chance to go to. But I'm sure you can say that obviously over the 5 or so days that we've had, we managed to get a good lot done and to see a good lot. And you don't realise. You may get it to the subway, to a few places, and then start walking around, but you don't realise how much you can walk. We stopped off, had coffees in a few places and hot chocolates not there, but the majority of times, yeah, it's a lot of walking to be done, which is good. At least we enjoyed that. So that's pretty much it. That's what we did in New York for the first 5 days of 2025. If you do go, I recommend the places that we have seen. And a few of the places like Chinatown and Little Italy, we still to go and see as well. I heard good things about them, especially the food tours. So I recommend things like that as well. But in the meantime, we'll leave it there. If you do watch this in 2025 or 2026, or even a little bit after that, I'd recommend going in a couple of years or so, maybe just once the Orange Buffoon is out of office and obviously prices come down a bit, and you aren't going to be charged a fortune, because I'm sure you can see at the minute the news, obviously America has been avoided for tourism. Obviously you can understand why. So be better off waiting until things recover, save up and enjoy a holiday once you get there, because New York is fabulous and we will definitely be back. But this was us heading back towards the airport, then across the bridge again, bound down towards New York. And it was nice. It was really, really nice. Really good trip. For 5 days or so, it was lovely. But we'll leave it there, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Do like and subscribe. If you do go to New York, let me know what you did, what you enjoyed, and if you did go based on this recommendation, or you see a few things you wanted to see, based on what I've shown you, then thank you very much and for watching. I appreciate everything, especially the likes and the comments and the subscriptions. And we will see you in the next review. Take care of yourselves. The next one will be showing up at some point. It'll be Lake Garda in Italy. Stay tuned. Bye.